She's independent, successful, and she's completely burnt out. This is unhealthy masculine energy. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Abby or Abigail, and on my channel I focus a lot on masculine and feminine energies and the importance of having balance. Before I get started on this video for today's topic, I do want to clarify that we all have masculine and feminine energies, no matter what gender we are born in. We all have both. And the feminine energies tend to reside in our upper three chakras, and our masculine energies tend to reside in our lower three chakras. And together they meet in the heart space for internal union. And this is what we are all striving for. However, the traumas, the wounds, the toxicity that we've experienced as a human here on earth has pulled us away from our inner union, pulled us away from our divinity, and now we are having the awareness on how to get back there, how to get back home. So welcome in. We are going to dive on into today's video. There are 6 signs of imbalance that we are going to go over in this video. And if you resonate with any of these, as always in my videos, this is not to bring up any shame within you. As divine feminines in training, we no longer allow ourselves to be ashamed for who we've been because it shaped us to who we are. And who you are right now is the one that's watching this video, which is really important because you are healing. And the more awareness that you can have about yourself and the unhealthy traits that you possess, the easier it's going to be to shift those into something that is healthy, into something that is divine. Number 1 of 6, hyper-independence and control. This is a woman who does not feel like she can delegate anything because she truly believes that if you want something done, do it yourself. Or if you want something done right, do it yourself. And while it is great to have independence, when you are hyper independent, you do not trust anybody to do anything for you. This is the woman who views herself and the world views as superwoman, super mom, super wife. And it's not because she deep down wants to do those things. It's because she feels she needs to or has to in order for things to get done. This stems a lot of the time from childhood, from a child who was left alone and needing to fend for themselves. So as you grow and that inner child is still wounded within, you are going to be unable to trust anybody but yourself. The only person that you ever had to rely on was you. You got you through everything. So now, no matter what, you don't believe that other people are going to be able to help you, to be able to support you, to be able to be alongside you because it's always just been you. To heal this, we need to recognize that we don't need to micromanage everybody. It is safe as the adult to allow others to support you. You do not need to do life alone. And when you come to this realization, you're going to learn that trusting yourself means that you're pulling trustworthy people towards you. They do what they say they're going to do. They finish tasks, and you don't need to baby them through it because they are adults and they know how. So learning how to do this, how to trust yourself, and how to delegate properly so that you don't burn yourself out is key. The second sign of imbalance is overworking and burnout. And I want to clarify that there is absolutely nothing wrong with hustling, being a boss babe, making money, being the breadwinner. None of that is wrong. That is beautiful as women, that we are able to run companies, that we're able to run our own businesses, that we are able to make money and a lot of it. That is amazing. But the problem is when you're only in that masculine energy of doing, achieving, producing, making that money, running that company, and you do not have an off switch to go into your feminine where you are in rest, you are able to slow down, you are able to be in flow. That is where the imbalance lies, and you will burn yourself out because you don't have that circle, you don't have that balance of the masculine and feminine, and that's what we need to have. And the most important thing that you need to know is that rest is often the most productive thing that you can do, and work in these women's eyes equals productivity, and rest equals guilt. So just like shame, we're dropping guilt out of our vocabulary. We are not guilty for resting. Rest is a necessary part of life. And when you listen to this rest, you are able to go into your business, into your work environment, into your relationships, into your family with more creativity, with a clear mind, with more intuitive knowing. When you connect to the slowness and the stillness, it's going to move you ahead so much further than if you are operating only out of masculine energy. And that's the trick, is to learn how to balance the both and know that too much work is bad and too much rest is bad. So we need to be in that middle, that happy medium of balance. Number 3 is a disconnection from your emotions and your intuition. When you are only in unhealthy masculine energy, you do not trust your intuition. Your intuitive nudges is like fairyland, like la la la. You don't want to pay attention to it because it does not make sense to the logical mind. And the logical mind is the human mind. It's the human side of things, where the ego is, where the logical mind is. And that's where masculine energy makes its decisions from solely. There are times when we do need to use our logical mind, but there are times where we really need to lean into intuition. And if you are not listening to the intuitive nudges of your soul, you are missing out on so many magical things in your life. The intuition will guide you down some paths that make absolutely no flippin' sense to your human, to the logical mind, but to your soul, who sees the larger picture, who knows what is the plan for your life. It is going to lead you to the most amazing places that you could not have even dreamt of from your human self. So when you can relax and rest into your intuition, you tune in to your higher self, to God, to all of the guides that you have around you, that is going to exponentially progress you in your healing journey and in your life. And with the emotional side of it, a lot of times when you are in your unhealthy masculine energy, you do not feel safe to feel your emotions. Maybe as a child, this was something that you were not allowed to feel. Maybe you took too long to feel your emotions. Maybe you got called a baby for crying. And this doesn't mean it was just our caretakers. It could have been someone in your kindergarten class. It could have been your sister or your brother or a cousin saying that your emotions are too much and you need to tone them and dial them down. And that made you feel like your emotions and your expression was not safe. So you learned to numb and suppress. And emotions are not weakness. Softness is not weakness. You need both strength and softness, the balance of both in certain aspects of your life in order to have that balance, in order to have that happy medium. Number 4 is perfectionism and being critical. This is a woman who believes that no matter what she achieves, it is never good enough. And she is overly critical of herself and of others. So when she achieves something, maybe she achieved her first 6-figure year, which is a big deal, but it's not 7 figures. So she's not satisfied. And this is a harsh inner critic, and this is a impossible standard. When you are constantly chasing, which is a masculine energy, when you are constantly chasing, nothing is ever going to be good enough. You're always trying to get to the next and the next and the next and the next, and you're never in the present moment. You're never in the now. And right now, where you are is where all of the magic is. This is the only moment that is real. So if you're trying to fast forward and you're trying to skip over certain parts of your life, you're going to miss out on so many beautiful things. So learning to slow down, learning that there is no such thing as perfect, and what you are doing is enough. It's enough for where you are right now. It's enough for what you need to be doing. You are enough. So really building your inner dialogue, knowing that the I am statements are extremely powerful. I am enough. I am successful. I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. And when you set those impossible standards for yourself, you're only setting yourself up for failure. And that's going to lead to the negative I am statements like, I am a failure. I am not good enough. Nothing I do is ever good. good, and we don't want to fall into that. So being proud of yourself is a beautiful thing, and learning about healthy pride is going to really help you. Number 5 is relationship struggles. And this is because as a woman, when you are in unhealthy masculine energy, you are not in the energy of the divine feminine. The divine feminine does not chase anything. She just relaxes in her being. And when you are in that unhealthy masculine energy, you might be attracting men who are emotionally unavailable, who are putting you in the role of leader instead of them in that healthy divine masculine energy. They are the ones who are making you plan the dates, making you make all the decisions. And as a woman, this is going to absolutely drain you. Yes, sometimes it is totally normal for us to plan things, for us to make certain decisions. But in the essence of feminine energy, we just want to relax. We want a man who takes care of everything so we can turn our brains off. Because we are so in our upper chakras, we are in the mind a lot of the time. We are in the spiritual world doing many, many things all day long. And when we are forced to do both or to get pulled out of our natural state of being, you will burn yourself out. It is very exhausting when you have to be in that masculine energy all the time. The way to shift this is to start becoming comfortable with your feminine energy. Start being comfortable with the one that leans back, being comfortable with the woman who allows people to plan things for her, loosens that grip of control, allows things to flow, knows that she doesn't need to do everything or be everyone in order for her life to be magical. You need to let go in order for things to flow. And that's going to bring me into the final point, number 6, lack of flow. These women typically live life like they're checking boxes off a list instead of experiencing life itself. So they are going through a to-do list, they're moving through a schedule, they are so rigid that there is no flow in that. They cannot deviate from the schedule, they cannot deviate from the plan because that does not feel good to them. But the problem with this is, yes, it's amazing to have that masculine structure, to be able to have a schedule, to be able to keep yourself accountable, to create and achieve goals, to be able to have discipline in order to get to that goal. But you also need to allow room for flow and for pleasure and for play and for sensuality, for creativity, for all of that feminine, beautiful, beautiful feminine energy to come in and assist you in life, to make sure that your life is magical alongside being structured. So I hope as you're hearing this that you're learning that the masculine and the feminine side of things are so important. We cannot be one without the other. We need to have both. And as we start to heal both, that's when our lives really start to heal and they move in the direction that we were always meant to go on, our soul-aligned path. This is inner union, where the upper chakras and the lower chakras meet in that heart center. And when you can live a heart-led life, that is the soul's blueprint for you. That is exactly what we are here on this planet to be doing. That's where you find joy. That's where you find fulfillment. That's where you find your purpose. So learning all of these things about yourself is absolutely imperative. And I love this topic. This is something that absolutely lights my soul on fire. And the way that I am balancing this is I am allowing my masculine to lead me, to put the camera in front of me, to press record, and helping me with the action of uploading this to YouTube, of putting my video out there. And then I'm in the feminine where I'm able to use my throat chakra, my expression, and my passion, something that really lights me up inside. It's that spark of inspiration, that creativity, and melding them together to make this dream come true for me. That is alignment. So as you start to uncover all of these things about yourself, you're really going to see how much your life is going to blossom. And that is what I want for you. That is what I want on this channel. If you're unsure about masculine and feminine energies, I have a few videos on my page already. They're in a playlist called The Daughters, and you're going to find a lot of valuable information in there. And as always, in every single one of my videos, the reason why we are called the daughters is because we are the daughters daughters of a king, which makes us royalty. I am here to help you remember the true essence of who you are, that divinity, your divine right on this planet. And the only way that we can do that is by sharing information that we have learned along the way. This is stuff that I learned 6 years ago, and I am now just having the courage to speak on. So I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please leave a comment down below so that we can create a community of like-minded individuals. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to help my channel grow so we can reach more women who need this kind of information. I want us all to heal together. As we heal, this entire planet heals. And that might sound dramatic, but it is an extremely big honor to be on this planet right now during the human evolution that we're in. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.